All right, let's talk about high school, because it's changing, and honestly, it's changing for the better. We're looking at a brand new map for those 4 years, one that really puts you in the driver's seat. This isn't just about checking boxes to get a diploma. It's about actually building a launch pad for your future.
So let's start with a really big question. What does it actually mean to be ready when you walk across that graduation stage? Is it just about a test score or a certain GPA or, is it something more? That's the exact question that Indiana's new graduation requirements are all about. So, starting with the class of 2029, and hey, if you're entering high school in the fall of 2025, that's you. The old conveyor belt model of education is kind of being tossed out. The whole goal is to move away from that one-size-fits-all approach and move toward a journey that you design, where your classes are actually connected to your goals.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with the new foundation for everybody, the Indiana Diploma. Then we'll get into the fun stuff, how you can customize it with these things called honor seals, get real-world experience through work-based learning, and even specialize with academic endorsements. And then we'll wrap up with how you can start planning your journey, like right now.
First up, let's talk about the foundation. Think of the new Indiana Diploma as the solid ground that everyone builds on. It's the shared starting point for every single student, and it's designed to be really comprehensive, but also super flexible.
And the magic number for this foundation is 42. Yep, every student, no matter what path they take later, is going to earn these 42 credits. This just creates a really strong, common core of knowledge before you start to branch out and follow your own interests.
Now, what's really cool about these 42 credits is the focus. I mean, of course, you've got your core English, math, and science, but look a little closer. Every single student will now take personal finance and computer science. That is huge. Oh, and check it out. 12 credits for personalized electives. That's a ton of room for you to start tailoring your experience right from the get-go.
And this quote from Columbus East just nails the whole vibe of this new system. Getting that 42 credit diploma is the big achievement everyone shares. But it's also an invitation, It's asking you to build on that foundation, to go further, and to make your mark. So, how do you do that?
Well, that brings us to the next layer you can add on. Honors seals. Think of these as your first big chance to show colleges and employers what you're really about and what you're ready for.
Now, these seals are totally optional, but man, are they powerful. They're built around 3 super clear paths for after you graduate. Are you thinking about a 4-year university? The enrollment seal is going to be your best friend. Ready to jump right into a career? You want the employment seal. Or maybe you're thinking about serving your country or community? Then the enlistment and service seal is your target.
What's really important to get is that each seal makes you prove you're ready in a different way. The enrollment seal, that's all about heavy-duty advanced classes. The employment seal is focused on getting a real credential, plus that hands-on work experience. And the enlistment seal zeroes in on things like the ASVAB and public service courses. And listen, this is a really key detail. For anyone familiar with the old system, earning one of these seals completely replaces the old graduation pathways requirements. It's just a much cleaner, more focused, and way more meaningful way to show that you didn't just finish high school, you finished it with a purpose.
Okay, a huge piece of this new puzzle, especially if you're eyeing that employment seal, is this idea of learning by doing. This is where work-based learning, or WBL, comes in, and trust me, it's a total game changer.
So what exactly is work-based learning? Well, the official definition is right here. But the key phrase is sustained interaction. This isn't just a one-day field trip. It's about getting real, authentic experience with professionals in a field that interests you and developing actual skills you can use.
And to earn that employment honors seal, the commitment is pretty serious. We're talking over 150 hours. See, this isn't about just checking a box. It's about really immersing yourself in a work environment and proving you've got what it takes to succeed there. That dedication says a lot.
And what's awesome is the flexibility here. WBL isn't just a stuffy old internship. It could be a business run by students right at your school, a super realistic workplace simulation, or, hey, even your own startup. There are a ton of ways to get those hours. Okay, so we've got the Diploma Foundation and the Honor Seals. But if you're a student at Columbus East, you can take it one step further. You can basically declare a high school major through something called an academic endorsement.
So what is an endorsement? It's a structured 4-year sequence of courses all built around a specific field. It's perfect for students who already know what they're passionate about and just want to dive deep. It gives you a clear roadmap and, a lot of the time, lets you earn college credits while you're still in high school.
Let's look at some examples to see what I mean.
Here's the roadmap for the engineering endorsement. See how the math, science, and specific electives all build on each other year after year? You go from an intro class all the way to a senior capstone course, like civil engineering. It's a clear path.
Or what if you're drawn to healthcare? The medical science endorsement works the exact same way. It maps out your journey through courses like biomedical sciences and human anatomy and builds up to advanced stuff like AP biology, all while weaving in health science electives.
And for all the future tech gurus out there, there's the computer science endorsement. Again, a super clear pathway. You start with the fundamentals and build all the way up to advanced courses in AP computer science and cybersecurity. It's a direct pipeline into a field that's absolutely exploding.
So why do this? Well, it gives you an incredibly clear map for your 4 years. You get that deep dive that really prepares you for a competitive college major, and you can save a ton of time and money by earning college credits along the way. Plus, finishing an endorsement often checks all the boxes for an honors diploma anyway. It's a win-win.
Okay, so let's put all these different pieces back together, because this isn't just a new set of rules. It's a toolkit. It's a toolkit for you to design a high school experience that is uniquely and powerfully yours.
When you boil it all down, it's a pretty simple process. Step 1, everybody masters the 42-credit foundation. Step 2, you choose your direction by picking an honors seal that lines up with your future plans. Step 3, if you want to go deep, you add a specialty with an academic endorsement. And all along the way, you're using these powerful tools like work-based learning and advanced courses to make it all happen.
And really, that's what this all comes down to. You've got 4 years. It's this massive opportunity to not just prepare for the future, but to start building it right now. This new map gives you more tools and more choices than ever before. So the only question left is, how are you going to use it?